lock in. We got to win this one. All right, let's go.
Star-Spangled Banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thanks to Skylar Cole for that stirring rendition of our national anthem. And we'll be right back. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. Here's a look at some of the stats for Kristaps Porzingis.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. We've got George. Holmgren is out there with Howard. Then it's Williams. And for the Warriors, Towns is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Bridges. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Whitehead in at the 3 slot. Stan, what are you keeping your eye on here as we go down the stretch of the season?
Well, I like the battle for playoff positioning and seeding. I think home court is really, really important, especially, Kevin, and you've done a lot of them. When you get to Game 7 in a series, you want that on your home floor.
Well, we continue to monitor how this team fares against their rivals. You might remember MP has made it his mission to beat every rival team that crosses his path.
Well, if you break down how MP's team has done in these rivalry matchups, they've done a great job thus far. Give them credit for that. Some solid wins. With that said, I think MP doesn't expect to lose any of these. They can still be better.
Now here's Williams. Back to George for the 3. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Bridges finds Edwards. Excellent D there from Williams. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, I talked with head coach Steve Kerr. We talked about the matchup problems that Chet Holmgren presents. He said defensively, Chet can warp the inside of the paint. And at the other end, he's going to drag his matchup out to the three-point line. That's what makes this 7-footer such a special player. Guys?
Thanks, David. And the conversation for Porzingis, coach, tends to always come back to health. And what a challenge that has been for him.
Yeah, Kevin, over his career, on average, he's missed about 30 games per season. But that's not an uncommon problem, as you know, for players who stand well over 7 feet tall.
And it's George again missing. Warriors Warriors have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Holmgren with the steal. For 3, George with the bucket. George has got a couple of threes now in the first for Denver.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Towns kicks to Bridges. Pass to Edwards. Over Williams. And the Warriors miss again.
Yeah, they might want to think about a high percentage look the next time down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Whitehead. Edwards passes to Bridges. Just 5 on the clock. There's Whitehead. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Here's Holmgren. And the rejection by Towns.
A firm denial by Towns, knocking it away with that tremendous win. And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Yeah, and sometimes that's just how it goes. But also, we got to give credit to the defense. They're not making it easy out there.
Now, here's Holmgren. Still scoreless. The 15-footer. The shot by Williams, no good. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. They trail by 6. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And the Warriors making a change here. Dillingham's checked in. And Denver with a change here, too. Bodies checked in. And looking back, Coach, how great was it to see the Nuggets win their first title back in 2023?
One of the great NBA stories, Kevin. It was huge. It was a moment years in the making. That championship meant so much to the city of Denver and its fans.
Here's George. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. George has got 8.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
That's tipped. Now, here's Holmgren. Last time out, he had 38 points. And it's George missing. Warriors trail by 8. Edwards dishes to Bridges. Fires for 3. Rebound by the Nuggets.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Holmgren with a screen on Porzingis. Pass to Holmgren. Latrey. Offensive rebound. A shot by Williams, no good.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
George against Bridges. There's a screen. Driving the lane, and the layup falls.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
The Nuggets leading by 6. Pass to Holmgren. George looking over the floor. Floats it up for Holmgren. They swipe it. To the middle. Stolen by George. And the dunk by Holmgren.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And that corner pocket triple, terrific shot by Edwards from deep.
Nuggets have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. George passes to Williams. The shot's good on the assist by George.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Warriors trail by 7. Pass to Whitehead. The 3. It's hauled in by George. Denver's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter. And he dunks it down.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Edwards, a screen on George to the inside. And Edwards with the stuff.
Man, running into Edwards must be like hitting a brick wall.
Here's George. 8 points for him. Puts up a deep 3. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Denver Nuggets heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. We've got more in store for you right after this. And
We have no defense without Cousins. There's no defense without him. We can't get rebounds either.
For Denver. Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
Bridges out there with Dillingham. Then there's Markkanen. Then it's Porter. And it's Whitehead in at the small forward position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Warriors trail by 9. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against Boston put on a show. He had 56 points, and his passing was phenomenal with a ton of assists. That stat line was really unbelievable. It's something you really had to see to appreciate. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious. It was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Towns, he's checked in for Porter. And Denver also making a switch. Hollins checked in. Roddy no good.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Here's Bridges. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team.
Now here's Payne. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Here's the screen. Williams for 3. The Nuggets with another miss. Warriors trail by 6. Poke loose. Bridges inside. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Payne with it. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. On the wing, Williams. Clock at 6. Three-pointer. And the 3 ball is good. Williams has got his second bucket of the night.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a handle of it.
Pass to Dillingham. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Dillingham's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Outside Williams. Carries it from about 10 feet away. Williams has got 5 points now this quarter. And here's Bridges. They'll bring it up for Golden State. 6-point game. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Here's Dillingham. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Edwards, he's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Holmgren, he's checked in for Denver. Now, here's Bridges. And he drives in. Holmgren with the steal. And here's Payne. Holmgren with a screen on Bridges. Here's Holland. 6 to shoot. Holmgren kicks to Holland. Releases from 15. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Bridges with it. Now guarded by Payne. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Golden State. And Denver also making a switch. Keontae George, he's checked in for Payne. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Bridges passes to Edwards. Bridges sets the screen for Edwards. 5 on the clock. And the 3 off target. Denver leading by 6. And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points in close range. In this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Now, here's George. 11 points in the game. Right at the free throw line, here's Svensson. The Warriors pull it in. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. On the wing, Bridges. Payne covering. Good on that shot, and with that, the Nugget lead has got down to just 3 in the basket from Bridges.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
George, no good. Golden State's gone 2 or 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Edwards can't hit.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
George dishes to Holmgren. Here's Holland. They get it back. Svensson. They shoot again. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And if I'm his coach, I'm very pleased with this kind of energy on the offensive glass. Textbook play.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Zinkas is checked in for Markkanen, and it's Whitehead in for Dillingham. And Denver with a change here, too. Williams, he's checked in for Payne. Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
The Nuggets leading by 3. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first 3 years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball, too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it, too. So I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. George passes to Holmgren. The Nuggets with another miss. Golden State's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. The kick out to Towns. Pass to Bridges. Shot clock at 6. Outside, Towns. Bridges passes to Whitehead. No good. That would have tied it. And for the Nuggets, they're shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Now George. He's got 11. Holmgren with a screen on Edwards. And so it's Denver with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
And thank you for joining us, as with 2 quarters in the books, it's looking good for the Denver Nuggets.
They've controlled the pace, and it's been fast, getting out in the open court and scoring before the defense could get set,
says the Jet. And let's move on to the race for Rookie of the Year. A lot of young talent in the league this season.
These guys have made a great case all season long, Shaq. And now they're processing things even faster, making even better decisions. That's impressive.
Yeah, if your front office selected any one of these guys, you could say you won the draft.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And so here's Denver. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. So on the floor for Denver, we've got Chet Holmgren. Williams is out there with George. Then there's Howland. Rodic. And the call will be on Keontae George. That's foul number 2 for him. Warriors trail by 6. Bridges outside. To the wing right side. Here's Whitehead. Scoreless thus far. Bridges kicks to Porzingis. It's hauled in by George.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's foul number 2 for him. George against Bridges. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul. Pass to Williams. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. All right, Stan, hypothetical situation. Down 1, shot clock is off. If you could pick anyone in the NBA, who do you want taking that shot?
Well, I'm going to go back in time a little bit, Kevin. The guy who really made my career for me as a head coach. I'm taking Dwayne Wade. He was the best that I ever saw. Not only did he have the ability to make clutch shots, he managed the game clock as well as anybody I've ever seen.
The situation was never too big for him, was it?
Never was, and he's so smart in addition to being as talented as he was.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. In the second half, they've only given up 1 basket coming from the free throw line. Now, here's Edwards up high.
Oh, my. Edwards going way up for that slam.
Here's Howland. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Lets it go with the three. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. With the step back. Out to Edwards. Back to Bridges. Hands it from downtown. Bridges has got 18 points in the game.
And Edwards makes so many winning plays, including finding his open teammates.
Now here's Williams. He has 7. Holmgren with a screen on Edwards. Just 4 to shoot from past the arc. And Holmgren the bucket on the assist by Williams. He has 5.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best.
Bridges outside. Pass to Towns. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Towns has got his first points of the game.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Outside, George. Here's Holland. Down low. Here's Holmgren. It's rebounded by Golden State. Towns has got 8 rebounds in this game.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
George against Bridges. Edwards passes to Towns. Bridges for 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And when this game is done with, they'll be off to Los Angeles taking on the Lakers. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip. Towns against Holmgren. It's George on the wing. He's got 14. Great look, but off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
You know, talking to Keontae George, he credits film watching for much of his success. I like that kind of element he brought up.
Yeah, they say he also spends a lot of time talking to veterans on the team, seeks advice from them and coaches. He's a real student of the game, and that has helped speed up the process for him.
Boy, a guy like that, coach, has got to be fun to coach.
Yeah, those are the guys you're looking at.
Here's George after the Warriors pick up 3. Pass to Holland. To the paint. Towns with the steal. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Here's Edwards. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Denver's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the 3rd. Holland, no good. Golden State's gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Bridges shot good.
And it just seems that Every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
George passes to Holmgren. We've got 1:55 left to play in the third. On the wing, Williams. Edwards defending. To end the run. They get the rebound. Great tee that time from Edwards. The Warriors have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Towns for 3. Holland with the rebound. The Nuggets trail. On the wing, George. Denver passing it around. Pass to Williams. Here's Holland. Defended by Bridges. Fires from deep. The rebound by Edwards. Edwards got his 6th rebound on the night. And there's Bridges on the assist from Edwards. Now it's a 5-point Warrior lead. Guys are looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Some changes here for the Warriors. Craig's checked in. And Lauri Markkanen subbed in for Karl Anthony Towns. .54 seconds left to play here in the third. Can they get it? Payne's shot is good. Payne's got 5.
Well, hey, you give him some daylight, he can knock it down.
Bridges with it. 23 points in the game. Picked by Markkanen. Bridges attacking. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Now here's Williams. 7 points in the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Warriors pull it in. Pass to Bridges. Launches a 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Warriors ahead as they wrap up the third quarter on a 20-6 run. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from San Francisco. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. They've got Edwards. Markkanen is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Bridges. And it's Dillingham in at the 2. That's the Warriors' foul.
Well, talk about a guy who plays above the rim. Anthony Edwards.
The Nuggets trail by 9. Pass to Holland. Holmgren the screen. Holland no good. Holland's gone just 1 for 7 shooting tonight. Bridges kicks to Towns. Edwards looking it over. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Roddy, defended by Towns. Towns with the defensive effort. Warriors leading by 9. From down in the low post, it goes.
And we just saw Cat at his best, pounding the paint, finishing near the rim.
Now here's Payne, defended by Bridges. Holmgren with a screen on Bridges. And another miss by Denver. And Joe Edwards will bring it up for Golden State. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Bridges kicks to Towns. And that one is good. Towns has got 4 points this quarter.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Timeout called. Nuggets. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What you got for us, DA?
Thanks, guys. Well, I got a chance to hear what the Nuggets head coach was saying to his team. Now, he was vocal in the huddle. He told his guys, don't quit on each other. We're still in this game, guys, but I need each one of you to up your energy level. Let's make a run now. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David. Stan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh, my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the two biggest would be this. I think, number one, anytime there was a lack of effort, you're not running back on defense, things like that, that I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again, and then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. It's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
The Nuggets trail by 10, and there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's his third foul of the game. And the Warriors making a change here. Porzingis has checked in. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Payne looking around. Pass to Holmgren. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Holland. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Anthony Edwards. So, Greg, you played the point. In create a player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question, Kevin. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody.
Whitehead's checked in for Golden State.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Outside Williams. Pass to George. Takes a 3. Gillingham with the rebound.
and close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Bridges misses. The Nuggets trail by 11. Outside Williams. Takes it inside, and there it is for him.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
Warriors leading by 9. Porzingis passes to Towns. Golden State moving the ball around. Bridges for 3. Holland with the rebound. Holland's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Williams. George with the ball. Defended by Bridges. George with the bucket.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Edwards, he's checked in for Dillingham. And Denver with a change here too. Holmgren's checked in. Here's Bridges. And the shot is good. Bridges has got 17 now, just in the second half.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
From deep, George. Porzingis with the rebound.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shots around.
Williams with the steal. And now the Nuggets, fast break. He gets that one.
Now that could be a major moment in this game. Just when we thought this contest might be over, a steal, a fast break, and it's hold everything time.
Bridges with it. Williams picks him up. The wide open look here for Porzingis from outside off the mark.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
In a moment here, take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, trying to get their teams to do it. Really great when you see it in action.
And also, guys, the confidence to keep taking the 3. It's been falling, so they've got to keep going back to it.
Edwards, a screen on George. Bridges passes to Edwards. It's picked off. Here's George. He trains the quick shot. George has got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the defense that fuels a comeback, but let's see how much they have left in the tank. Wow, these are the moments that Edwards lives for. He is dynamite in the play.
1:09 left in the game. George against Bridges. The shot by George, no good. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter.
And even though he lacks the size of some of the other bigs, that extra effort has allowed him to do some serious work here on the board.
Rodic, goodbye Porzingis. Money! And now they trail by just 4.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
They can more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession.
It's the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Taking care of business at the line. Converting on all those free throws helps them build this lead.
Timeout called, Nuggets. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
An uphill climb. They need everything to break their way.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Williams with a clean look. The second effort. Rodic. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. And now they decide to foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. Denver calls timeout. They're trailing by 8. Here's what's your take.
Licking their wounds. It hasn't come together for them tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's George. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Williams. Here's Holland. And the dunk by Holmgren. 8 seconds left in the fourth. And so they foul intentionally.
Well, you have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. So we see the Warriors get the win here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
Another game, another win. Back to work tomorrow.
All right, let's go. We needed that. It was a great game by me. The whole team, we were doing really good. I was cooking. We were playing really good. The whole team did. So, but I can't wait till we have Cousins back. To be 100% honest. Okay, we beat the Jazz. It's good. That's second. That's good. So we can beat those better teams. We're 10 games ahead, so we're chilling. When it comes to that, oh dang, both these games are at home. That's nice. Oh, man, Cousins still out. Will we have him for playoffs? Yeah. Oh, okay. Dude, he comes back one game for playoffs. Absolute perfect. He'll be fresh. He'll be dialed. He'll be ready to go. Okay. Let me see something. Alright, let's just go and play this next game so we're locked in for playoffs next time we hop on. Let's go. Lock in. Let's go.
Welcome to the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. What a beautiful Tuesday evening it is, folks. Brian Anderson here, alongside Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us from the floor. As we near the postseason, let's see where the West is shaken out. Taking a look at Golden State, they're in the pole position right now for the top seed in the conference. And of course the Nuggets, currently they're 5 spots behind them.
You know, for Denver, it really hasn't been the dominant season they were hoping for, but they're still in the hunt for a high postseason seed.
From here on out, it's just about putting in the work, coming to every game ready to compete, and never giving less than your best.
A look at the starting group here for Denver. Williams is out there with Keontae George. Then it's Chet Holmgren. Then there's Holland. And for the Warriors, Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Kristaps Porzingis. Then there's Edwards, and it's Bridges in at the point guard position. And with both teams fighting for playoff position, this is as intense of a regular season as you'll see, Grant.
Oh, B.A., you can feel what's at stake here in the arena. Both of these teams will treat this like the postseason. The playoffs start now for them.
And these rivalry games always captivating. Some players will try to downplay it, but not MP. He said all along, I'm coming for him.
I think MP has done a pretty good job considering the top-level talent he's faced in these rivalry games thus far. He's been able to rise to the occasion, and hey, he's been winning more than losing. I know MP can't stand the thought of losing even one more rivalry battle, so I think we're going to be in for a show here in this one. I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
That's good from Bridges. And so he hits both.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
And so here is Denver. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Holland. Inside. Here's Holmgren. He can't hit that time. Good work defensively by Towns. Bridges passes to Edwards. Misses the layup.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
Holmgren finds George. Back to Holmgren. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. They come into this one having outplayed the Thunder in their last game.
And it wasn't just their starters putting in work. Their backups were real spark plugs on offense.
Yeah, your second unit, those reserves, they can swing a game.
He can beat you inside. He can beat you outside. Porzingis is truly the prototypical stretch big.
Now here's George. Against Toronto, he was really on his game. Here's Holland to halt the run. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And great coordination there. Holmgren is so effective in pick and roll and in pick and pop.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We were talking about Chet Holmgren, the versatility at both ends, and Coach pointed out one thing in particular, saying that Chet has the ability to create for himself. He's a tremendous ball handler for his size. He has great footwork, and he stays on balance. He knows it's going to take a team effort defensively.
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Towns. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Bridges against George. Williams on the wing. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Denver shooting their first free throws here for the night. No good on the free throw. Good on the second one. Now Bridges. A 26-point game for him in the win against Oklahoma City. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Pass to Towns from behind the arc. The shot won't fall.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
For 3, George. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. The Warriors lead by 4. Bridges outside. Here's Edwards. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
And just working his way inside, keeping Edwards out of the paint is not an easy task.
George against Bridges. George passes to Holmgren. Just 5 on the clock. Shot from the wing. And George gets it to go on the assist from Holmgren.
Good discipline on offense. Holmgren not hesitating to make the feed as soon as he sees the open man.
Towns a screen on George. Holmgren with the block. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Dillingham's checked in for the Warriors. Roddy, he's checked in for Denver. It's Bridges on the wing. George defending. Bridges passes to Edwards. Hits a three-pointer. Edwards got 5 now.
And excellent perimeter offense so far. Their shooters are clearly in a great rhythm.
Here's George. Another shot. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Great play by Porzingis. Love seeing the zinger engaged on D.
It's Bridges on the wing. George defending. Towns for three. No good that time.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
It's George on the wing. Drills it from deep. He's got 5.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
The Warriors lead by 4. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Holmgren with the block.
He times his blocks almost perfectly. Holmgren stands his ground and forces the shooter to commit first.
And Denver making a change here. Payne's checked in. Now here's Bridges. 5 points in the game. Pass to Dillingham. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Denver.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Payne with the bucket.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Golden State has gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. Towns finds Bridges. Edwards a screen on Payne. Shot clock at 6. And Keontae George gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And some changes here for the Warriors. Porter Jr., he's checked in for Porzingis. And it's Whitehead in for Karl Anthony Towns. Now here's Bridges. Pass to Dillingham. Back to Bridges. Going inside. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
Craig is checked in for the Warriors. Lauri Markkanen comes in for Edwards. Here's Holland. And he also played a big role in their last game with Toronto. To the paint. Here's Bridges. Drops in the layup for 2. Bridges has got 8.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Pass to Holland. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. It was a victory here for the home team last time these guys met.
And in the last meeting, they definitely had the upper hand at the charity stripe.
And Bridges, here we go. And here's Dillingham from the arc. On target from range. And it's an 8-point Warrior lead.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. They've been very effective from the 3-point line. That's the key for them so far. Back to the game after this break. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about the Warriors here in this one?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc, and as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
On the floor for Denver, getting going in the second. We've got Holland, and it's Roddy in at the small forward position. Bridges passes to Whitehead. Holland with a rebound. Nuggets trail by 3. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, AI in the last matchup against the Thunder was outstanding. He ended up with 26 points, and as we've come to expect, he contributed from the 3-point line as well. Just another remarkable performance from him. Nothing new. Guys, we'll see how long he keeps this up.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition opposition looks to double him because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going. He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Pass to Holland. Here's Robbie. And Craig pulls it down. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Whitehead. He's coming off a 10-point game against Oklahoma City.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Bridges against Payne from 7. And too long on the shot. The Warriors lead by 4. Whitehead passes to Bridges. Craig with it. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
Bridges passes to Whitehead. Good on the bucket. Whitehead's got his first points of the night.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Here's Robbie. In his last outing, 16 points for him. It from distance. Robbie's got 8.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
Bridges outside. Pass to Markkanen. There's the triple. That shot no good. Nuggets trail by 5. Here's Holland. He's guarded by Bridges. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Lauri Markkanen. That's his first foul of the game. Now a timeout called by Denver. And the Warriors make some changes. Towns comes in for Craig, and it's Edwards in for Markkanen. Pass to Holland. It's George on the wing. He's guarded by Bridges. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes
I forced
played.
that turnover. I should have gotten credit for that.
Now here's Bridges. He's got 13. Pass to Dillingham. Here's Bridges. The kick out to Edwards. Just 4 to shoot. Off target with the 3. And Holmgren's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. Trailing by 5. They've got the Heat ahead of them in their next game in Miami. It's the second game of 3 on the road. Back to Williams. And he banks in the layup.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
The Warriors lead by 3. And Bridges, here we go. Towns passes to Bridges. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in this game. Griffin, he's checked in for Whitehead. Nuggets trail by 6. And here is Williams. His last outing, he had 18 points. Pass to Robbie. Beyond the arc. They get it back. And And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. Denver shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. And that one misses.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Throws it up high, and stolen by Williams. In transition, here they come. Back to George. He goes up again, and he takes it up and lays it in.
Offensive rebounding is all about wanting it. Fantastic effort there, leading to second chance points.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
KBA, the Denver Nuggets are...
Lob City! Ant-Man delivers.
Wow. Edwards with the hops, the long arms. Easy guy to hit in the alley-oop game.
Nuggets trail by 4. Here's Robbie. Give him 8. Back to George. And George with the jam.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Towns passes to Bridges. Back to Towns. From outside the arc. Sinks the tray. Towns has got his second bucket of the night.
And that's what makes Towns so dangerous offensively. He's a threat even when he's playing off the ball.
Pass to Holmgren. Back to George. Now Williams. Defended by Porzingis. Just 5 to shoot from deep. Holmgren. And it's Whitehead with a rebound. The Warriors lead by 4. Bridges outside. And here's Porzingis. Bridges left side. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Golden State Warriors. On Thursday, they kick off a road trip in Boston where they take on the Celtics. Then on Saturday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Portland Trailblazers.
And looking at the Clippers matchup, that's a game where you'd be surprised to see them lose. They'd have to have a really off night for them to get upset there.
Now here's George. Give him 8.
That's his second, and I think they'll keep him in, but he's got to be careful.
Oh, what?
Third, and he'll sit for the rest of the half.
Denver shooting their 5th and 6th free throws
I get
of
a
the
charging
game.
foul, and then I on the other end I get a block. I didn't even do anything, so I don't know why I felt it.
The first free throw is good. George hits them both.
Well, here in the second quarter, he's starting to dial up his aggressiveness as far as working himself to the free throw line.
Bridges on the attack. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. George against Bridges. Pass to Holmgren. Chet going to work inside.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Whitehead passes to Bridges. Edwards a screen on George. Here's Bridges. No good on the buzzer beater. And a pretty
I missed a wide open first half. Are you kidding?
The Warriors on top, leading by just 2. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
And we thank you for joining us at halftime. The Golden State Warriors are in a closely contested game.
Watching them on the offensive end, they did a great job moving that basketball. There's no surprise in those assist totals how they reflect that.
Keeping everyone involved, keeping everyone engaged.
Now let's take a moment here for a look at the upcoming schedule.
And you know, for that matchup with the Heat, this is a chance to show what they could do. Beating the top team in the East obviously would be huge for them, but it won't be easy. They'll have to play at an elite level to do it.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. The Nuggets trail. Kristaps Porzingis out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Anthony Edwards, and it's Bridges in at the one. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
And the layup is good. Bridges has got 20.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Now here's Holmgren. Here's George. And the shot is good. Drop it in off the front of the rim. George has got 14 points.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
George against Bridges. Pass to Edwards. Edwards with some muscle.
You got to bring more muscle if you want to stop Edwards from scoring. He's gifted at converting through contact.
And he lobs it up. Out of bounds. It'll be Warriors ball. And you want rim protection? We've got it right here. The leading shot blocker since the All-Star break. Fifth, Chet Holmgren.
Tough to take the ball inside against him. His focus right now is at another level.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. The lead is 2 with the drive. He's now 8 for 11 after that made shot.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
Bridges against George. To the inside.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Golden State has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Pass to Whitehead. Back to Bridges. Edwards a screen on George. Bridges with it. Guarded now by Williams. Bridges passes to Edwards. Towns for 3. Rebounded by Denver.
Their first miss since the break. Still, I like how they've come out so far.
George scanning the floor. Here's Holland. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. George against Bridges. George, and that's good. George has got 17.
And they're rolling. 4 straight makes to start the second half.
Edwards a screen on George. And there's the lob. Oh! Edwards packs it home.
And just a great pick and hoop from Edwards. I mean, moving his feet, textbook.
Here's George. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Bridges passes to Whitehead. Outside Edwards. Fires the 3. The triple hit for Edwards.
When Edwards knocks down threes, Ant is pretty much unstoppable.
Bridges against George. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Screen by Holmgren. Down low. Holmgren with a big reach.
Yeah, short trip up for Holmgren, but there's plenty of power behind his jam.
Bridges against George. Bridges on the attack. Edwards. Unable to get that one. Some solid defense from Williams. Here's Holland. Covered by Towns. Pass to Holland. There's the 3. The rebound by Bridges.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Towns, a screen on Williams. Now here's Towns. And stolen by Holmgren. Here's George. Back to Holmgren. Pass to George. Fires the three. Sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries.
That's his 3rd triple of the night. His 2nd since halftime.
Left side Porzingis to the left side wing. Edwards finds Bridges to the left wing. Here's Towns. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren.
And yeah, this is what you like to see from Towns, using his size and strength to make things happen.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Warriors.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
Yeah, something else they're doing in this game is striking from long range. The defense just hasn't been able to keep them off the arc tonight.
George with it. 20 points for him. And he lobs it up. Holmgren reaches up and throws it down.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball. Bridges passes to Edwards. A minute 42 left to play in the 3rd quarter. And here's Dillingham from the arc. Rebounded by Denver. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Allie. The Nuggets have gone 7 of 10 here in the 2nd half. George outside. From deep. And Holland the bucket on the assist by George. George has got 4 assists now tonight.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Bridges against George. Bridges passes to Towns. The kick out to Edwards. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
The Nuggets lead by 3. Payne, the pass to Holmgren. Now here's Payne. Pass to Holland. Lots of room. The offensive rebound. He shoots a 3. Here's Holmgren. The focus from Holmgren there.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3-ball. In the 2nd half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
Here's Whitehead. The 3, Bridges. And the Warriors miss again. Here's Holland. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the 4th quarter. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. And Denver, looking at who they've got to start the 4th. They've got Williams, and it's Payne in at the point. Pass to Edwards. Lets the 3 fly. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
And certain nights, Edwards just goes off. Very tough to stop when he's in the zone.
Bridges against Payne. Unloads from 13. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
He does not get the second one. Warriors trail by 3. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Yeah, going right for the iron. Towns muscling his way through.
Denver has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. Payne against Bridges. They set the screen. Here's George. Oh, drains the 19-footer. George has got 12 points here in the second half.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Shot is good by Edwards.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Back to Payne. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. The 3, George. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
To take the lead. Doesn't go for him. And Denver's shooting about 56% in this one. Here's George. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. After this game, they can look forward to Boston, where they will match up against the Celtics. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. The Nuggets have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Out of bounds, it'll be Warriors ball. And the Warriors making a switch here. Porzingis has checked in. Golden State has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Bridges finds Edwards. Back to Bridges. And it goes. That makes him 9 for 13 now.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
Now here's Williams. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Clock at 6. A shot from the high post. That one's good. Nothing but net.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Bridges has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Williams on the wing, guarded by Edwards. Now here's George, tightly guarded. There's a screen. Here's Roddy. And out of bounds. The Warriors will take it. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Whitehead, he's checked in for the Warriors. Holmgren, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Holland comes in for Payne. Quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Three-pointer, Bridges drains the triple. Bridges has got 30.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows.
Outside, Williams. Three-pointer. Warriors with the rebound. Here's Golden State. They're on a 16-5 run. They grab their own miss. Porzingis for 3. The shot comes out.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Here's Holmgren. It counts! And the foul! It's on Anthony Edwards.
Fearless. Holmgren wants to take those big shots. Wow.
Now Bridges. Edwards a screen on George. Bridges with it. Guarded now by Williams. And Edwards slams it in.
Wow. Edwards almost makes it look effortless. Like the whole team wasn't holding their breath right there.
Now here's Holmgren. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
That free throw good from Holmgren. Both shots good from the stripe.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
Pass to Porzingis. It's Bridges on the wing. Towns outside. Here's the three. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Now here's Holmgren. Nice pass. Nice catch. And a resounding dunk.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one. But look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Bridges against George. Pass to Porzingis. And the shot no good. A bit short.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
George finds Holmgren. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 6 assists now in the game. Bridges against George. Left side Porzingis. Here's Whitehead. Bridges outside. 6 on the shot clock. And he drives in. And the bucket is good. Bridges has got 14 points now in the second half.
Love how selfless he is set. Brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Now here's Holmgren. The teardrop. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot.
Where's the foul, bro? What? Oh, they're saying that was like a push. I don't know. Whatever.
And you have to try to make something happen. I mean, they have to be aggressive at this point, even if it's risking a foul.
George hits them both. Here's Bridges. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And if you can't force the turnover on that play, then that's not a bad foul.
And so both free throws good. And it's a three-point game. The Nuggets want a timeout. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear what the Nuggets head coach was saying to his team. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, you're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another. Guys, let's see what happens.
Allie, thank you. George finds Holmgren. Chet driving. Back to George. The putback.
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
34 seconds left to play in the fourth. George with a steal. Holland. Yes!
No, I didn't even ask for the ball. What in the world?
Here's Bridges. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And you have to try to make something happen. I mean, they have to be aggressive at this point, even if it's risking a foul.
So he's good on both free throws, and that gives him a lead.
Huge free throws right there. He's able to put them on top with those makes.
The Nuggets want a timeout. All right, guys, how do you see him managing the next possession?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
If they've got a surefire, quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
Towns against Holmgren. Pass to Holland. Now George fires from deep. Oh, bangs home the three.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. What do you think Coach will be drawing up here?
A chance to tie it up here.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a three. But they'll probably try for a two. But if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
Eight seconds left in the fourth quarter. They set a pick. Here's Bridges. The basket drops, and he gets fouled. One free throw coming his way.
Let's go.
That right there
Let's
was a
go.
lot of confidence, given the size of the disadvantage there.
And I like his belief in his game. Go at the taller defender, make him react to you.
Sinks the clutch free throw. And so it's the Warriors who come out on top here. What a performance they have here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Way to bring the effort tonight.